Welcome everybody to Go Local Live. I'm Josh Fenton, CEO and co-founder. It's the day before Thanksgiving, and we've got Greg Cornett on. He is the president of Rhode Island Energy. There's a lot of news going on about him and his company. So Greg, thanks so much for taking the time.
Hey, thanks Josh, always appreciate it.
Okay, let's jump right into it. You've got big news. Let's hear it.
Yep, so the news is we've this morning filed our first base distribution rate review since 2017, asking the commission to take a look at our cost of doing business and evaluate the distribution component of our electric and gas rates to help us address the cost of providing business so that we can continue providing safe and reliable service to our customers.
And what's that mean for folks here in Rhode Island?
Well, first and foremost, I want to make sure everybody understands nothing's changing today, nothing's changing tomorrow. This is the first step in what's a 9-month, very intensive regulatory process. But the proposal that we've put in place would result in an increase of a little over $7.75 for a typical residential customer on the electric side. On the gas side, the increase is about $340 a year. And that's because some of that's loaded. Obviously, gas customers are use their energy during different times of the year. Electric's more stable throughout the year.
And what's driving those price increases?
It's a great question, and I know this is not going to be popular with customers. Nobody wants a rate increase, and this is a proposal, so we'll see what the regulator does with it. It's driven by inflation largely and the need for additional investments. We've seen the cumulative rate of inflation, Josh, as I know you know, because you focus this stuff very closely, almost 30% since 2017. So We've been running our business based on rates that were set in 2017. The cost of the wire that we use on the electric side has doubled. The cost of pipes that we put in the ground has tripled, and everything else that we use has gone up extremely, significantly as well. These are the only portions of our rates that actually cover the cost of our doing business. So it's the compensation for the men and women that work for the company. It's the trucks, the back office support, the IT systems, the poles and wires, transformers, all of those things. And they've all gone up exponentially like every other business. We've tried to absorb it as much as we could, and we're just at a point now where we've got to have the commission evaluate what the cost of doing business is and how we look at that going forward.
So that filing went in today. You think that's a 9-month process?
By regulation, it's 9 months. So the rates would not go into effect, whatever they look like, would not go into effect until September of next year.
Got it. Not necessarily welcome news for the Rhode Island economy. Let's jump over to some of the other complexities that are going on. Let's talk about offshore wind. One project is moving forward presently. The other one is not, correct?
Yep, correct. Revolution Wind is moving forward. The other one is not.
And you guys made the decision on scrapping the power purchase agreement on the other project a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we didn't scrap. There was not actually a contract. We were negotiating that. We'd been trying to negotiate it over the last almost year, but we ended the negotiations. We declined to extend those again because we just had not been able to come to terms with South Coast Wind, and it was not going to be something that was going to be beneficial to customers in the near term if we continued on trying to negotiate something that just wasn't going to happen.
When will Revolution Wind be completed from a construction standpoint, and when will it go online?
Yep. Great news is it looks like that one should be in relatively clear waters at this point. The Trump administration did not appeal the decision lifting the stay, so they've been continuing to do work. It is still scheduled to, in fact, some power is already coming onto the grid now in terms of test power. It's expected to be online sometime middle of next year. As soon as they can get it completed. So they're working aggressively, but it'll be next year for sure. Exact timing, probably mid-year.
Let's jump over to an ongoing, shall we say, arm wrestling with the Attorney General. walk us
Yep.
through that, that I'm going to call it a dispute, and where is it right now?
Yep. So you're referring to the credit proposal that we had negotiated with the division,
Correct.
and we pulled that back for the time being to allow us to have time to focus on two things. One, getting these other credits, which the PUC approved on Monday. So our electric customers will start seeing additional credits on their bills in January, and gas customers will already be getting some credits because rates are going down. That other proposal is still in the works. We are still fully committed to it, and we hope to be able to have additional conversations with all of the parties and get that thing back in front of the regulators, hopefully early in the new year. And I'm committed to making it happen. The company's committed to making it happen, and I think we'll get it done.
Okay. And is that sort of War of the Roses language settled down between Rhode Island Energy and Mr. Narona's office?
Yeah, I listen. The attorney general's got a job to do. I respect that, and we've got a job to do. So it's we often find ourselves at different sides of the table sometimes, and I respect and appreciate the job he's doing, and we'll. My goal is just let's get this over the finish line. Let's take another look at it and get it done, and that's what I'm focused on.
Greg, on the good news side, you come under the microscope quite a bit, but we get a Rhode Island Energy customer reached out to us. I'm going to say about 8 weeks ago with a very complex issue. I forwarded over to you. We didn't report on it. You said, "Oh my God, that's a complicated one. We've got to work through the PUC on that." You resolved it. You resolved it quickly. The property owner was overwhelmingly appreciative of you stepping in, and I'm not going to get into all the details. I'm
Yeah.
sure you would be fine making it public because it worked out so well, but kudos to you. That was a case of sort of the company jumping in, you jumping in, your team jumping in and getting it resolved. So well done on that one. The other one was
Appreciate it.
the speaker outreached to you during the federal government shutdown and said, hey, can you not do any shut-offs during this period of time? Another one that required the PUC involvement. That worked its way. I want to say it was in less than a week. That got
Yep.
resolved as well, and there were no shut-offs of federal workers' energy
Right.
because they were out for a month and a half without a paycheck.
Yep, that's right. And we listen. We're always trying to find ways to help our customers. We've got a business to do, and I understand that that's sometimes a challenge. It is very complex, but I'm always appreciative of folks like you and the speaker who reach out and bring ideas to the table, and we can try to implement those and make them work because we're very focused on trying to help our customers wherever we can. Which, if I can, Josh, I apologize. One thing I meant to mention to you in this rate filing, the other component of it is we are also proposing a very significant change to our low income discount rate program. Over the last few years, you've I think seen some legislation around what's referred to as a PIP, or a percentage income payment plan. So
Yeah.
we've worked with the George Wiley Center, with the Center for Justice, the division. We've come up with a proposal that we're making in this case that would strengthen the low income discount rate for customers that need it most, to tier it to a much more focused effort to help those who need it the most, so that the structure makes more sense. And that's another part of the proposal that we're making in this filing that we made today.
Appreciate it. That's really my last question. My last question is, we're seeing a lot of frustration on the U.S. economy. Inflation has creeped up again. We're seeing actually the latest numbers on consumer spending seems to be dipping. Walmart's performing well, which is good news for Walmart, but it's also an indication that spending is changing for most folks. Middle class folks are looking for discounts. Are you worried about a heightened number of folks just not able and not paying their energy bills this winter, and what the implication of that is for the spring?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly something we always are paying really close attention to and concerned about. A couple things I would note: supply costs are down this winter over last winter, which is good. Don't know what the weather's going to be. Looks like it's going to be colder in December, maybe not so much in January, but supply costs are down. We've got these credits coming in January, February, March. That will help. And the other thing I would say to customers is we have a lot of other offerings and a lot of other opportunities for help. So reach out to us, go to our website, call us. We can help point you in a direction. If you're struggling, if you've got don't struggle alone. Call us. We will find a way to try to help you through the challenge. Life happens. Sometimes I get it. We'll try to work within the confines of what the regulations allow us to do to help however we can.
Greg Cornett, listen, I appreciate you coming on, giving us this news. It will certainly be news over the next 9 months, and we'll check in with you from time to time. Have a great Thanksgiving, to you employ over 1,000 workers, Rhode Islanders. So best to everybody, and we'll be in touch after the holiday.
Anytime, Josh. Thanks so much. Happy holidays to you too.
Okay, thanks so much.